Welcome back! In this video I'm going to show you how to edit a Milky Way picture even if on the picture you have light pollution because maybe there was a city behind the mountains. I want to show to you how I can edit a picture like this with Luminar Neo. Let's start. This is the image what I exposed near to my home here in Austria, and how you can see there's a lot of light pollution what comes up from behind the mountains. Also the Milky Way is not so perfect because of the light pollution. So let's start always with the perfect tool in Luminar Neo, and this is the develop, and here you can add an auto adjust. We click on it. The program automatically edit the picture. Yeah, of course some things we still have to change. Here we have also some noise in the picture. This we can adjust using Noiseless. I always gonna use the low adjustment to don't make it looks too much unreal. And the program behind is working until it adjusts everything. The next thing what I always try to do is to give the Milky Way a little bit more structure, and in this case I use structure and turn up to 100 using the brush a little bit bigger. I paint over the Milky Way, and so in this case we will see only the Milky Way with more structure, and already starts to looking a little bit better. I go again to develop and I pull down a little bit the shadows and also the blacks, because we want to see more of the Milky Way. Now as you can see we don't see anymore the landscape, so in this case I want to put only the mask on the sky, so I use masking, mask AI, and the program calculate all the things what are in the picture present, and in this case I choose sky, and now I have only the sky edited with this before, and now looks much more better. Of course I use Samyang lens, and this lens sometimes create this kind of dark edges, and this you can also adjust in the optics, and you can put the vignette on it, and already the picture for me looks nicer. Honestly, for me, the Milky Way, because of the light pollution, is not so perfect. Looks a little bit like there is some noise effect on it. This is also not a problem. What I like to do is to go in the details and to put down a little bit the medium details. It looks not bad. And I use this only on the Milky Way, and again I use the brush and I paint it over the Milky Way. It looks a little bit more softer. As you can see here we have these white lines, and this was in the time of the Meteor shower in the August. You can use a tool in Luminar Neo to edit them, to make them more visible. If I go to Neon and Glow, I zoom into the picture, and for example I start from end point of the Meteor and I put down the line on the other end of the Meteor. Of course I create like a light. This light, of course, we want to have a little bit more natural color, and I go down a little bit with the amount. I can see a little bit more of this comet. I use always the mask brush, in this case erase. I use the erase strength of 44, and I start to erase from behind, but not all, just on the half, then again a little bit more than the half, and then from upstairs again a little bit inside, and already it looks better, so I can see a little bit more the comet. Of course this is called photo composing. It's not the real light what we catch it, but it's a possibility to make them more visible. I close the Neon and Glow and I go again inside, so I paint a little bit here with the Neon and Glow. I make like an oval form. I go down with the color into the white and here into the blue. I go down with the spread, and of course also with the amount. Starts to looking much more real. If I really have the Meteor lines on the picture, because if I don't have them and I use this is unreal, but I try to bring them a little bit more in the foreground using the special tool Neon and Glow from Luminar Neo. I go to a Twilight Enhancer, push a bit up the amount, and as you can see now the color behind the mountains changed a bit. The horizon, the color of the horizon is changing and it looks so cool. This is really fantastic tool. The final touch is the glow effect, and of course the glow effect goes only where is the light. And here you can see now more also the light pollution from before and after, but this is also not problem because we use again the brush and we paint again over our Milky Way, and the picture is done. This was my fast working style for the astrophotography. I recommend always to keep the photo natural, don't edit it too much. This is the maximum of how I edit my pictures. If you want to see more of my work, follow me and push on the like button, and you will receive news when I release new videos. Check out my other videos on my YouTube channel. See you next time.